Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Diamond Richardson from LC Impact, and I'm in the Business Operations track and a MedStar Union Memorial registration intern. First, I would like to thank you for being here today as my cohort 18, celebrates a year of growth, hard work, determination, and grit. This graduation also marks the 10-year anniversary of Year Up Baltimore. I would like to start off with a quote that my Year at Baltimore coach, Jordan Anderson, coached me to embody every day. Be who you needed when you were younger. What I learned from Year Up was what I needed was to hold myself accountable to my actions and the consequences of my actions. It took a couple of teachable moments to fully understand every choice I make and action I take changes the trajectory of my journey. But let me start from the beginning. I was 17, a high school graduate, and full of questions. Military? Too much of a commitment. Go back to school? I just finished 11 years of that. That was not an option. Who was I? What did she want to do? Who did she want to be? Who was the person without the pressure and stereotypes from the outside world? And what was her next step to get started? All these unanswered questions weighed me down. The pressure of not being successful was completely immobilizing. And just as I found myself in the middle of nowhere, my amazing mentor gave me a direction, and she signed me up for Year Up. What I didn't know was this was my first step into greatness. I have a question. If you were to write a book about your life, what would your title be? This question prompted the many life-altering moments I had throughout my Year Up journey. Year Up provided me with a safe environment where I had the permission to be vulnerable and was supported every step of the way. I learned through coaching, contract, and guest speakers about the corporate culture and professional norms. Receiving infractions for being attached to my cell phone, learning how to effectively manage conflict, and giving and receiving feedback were among the most meaningful lessons I learned. This journey prepared me to speak up in the work environment and share my ideas and opinions. It prepared me to own up to all mistakes and learn whatever lesson I am presented with. It prepared me to step into any situation with my head held high because I know what I bring to the table. It taught me to be accountable for me. Nothing could have prepared me for my Year Up journey, but through it, I am prepared. I am prepared for the life I want to achieve. This year required me to develop a whole new mindset, reflect constantly, never stop learning, and continuously evolve and grow. These lessons got me here today and will continue me on into my future and the future of my cohort. Thank you, MedStar. Thank you, Year Up, and everyone that has played a role in my development, from my colleagues to my coach, and even my program manager. Each and every one of you, in one way or another, has helped shape me into the confident young woman that I am today. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the virtual graduation for Year Up Baltimore. For those who I have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Dwayne Reed, Site Director of Year Up Baltimore. Cohort 18. The reason we are here today is the 18th testament of what is possible when you combine skill and talent with access to opportunity. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate the accomplishments our Cohort 18 graduates have worked toward for the past year and the road ahead of them. Please join me in welcoming the class of July 2020. Make sure to cheer them on throughout the ceremony by posting in the comment box on Facebook Live and giving a virtual round of applause whenever you can. Now, we will highlight our graduates with a virtual processional.
You're broken down and tired.
Olayemi Akinbowale, Cybersecurity Track, interned at Allegis Group. Tashira Amy, Cybersecurity Track, interned at Allegis Group. Edward Anderson, Cybersecurity Track, intern at Amazon. Leo Artwell, Information Technology Track, interned at Kaiser Permanente. Janelle Ash, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Office of the State's Attorney for Baltimore City. Shantae A., Information Technology Track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Wendell Barnes, Information Technology Track, interned at Amazon. Michaela Barr, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Siena. Malik Braxton, Information Technology Track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Desmond Briggs, Information Technology Track, interned at Amazon. Malik Bahari, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at NewFit. Kiara Clemens, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield. Tierra Comages, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Bank of America Corporation. Katrina Cooper, Cybersecurity Track, interned at BD Diagnostic Systems. Lamont Cooper Jr., Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Merrill Edge. Ajani Kaur, Information Technology Track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Jessica Crockett, Information Technology Track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Daniel Davis, Cybersecurity Track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Ayana DeGrosse, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Greater Baltimore Urban League. Myra Espinosa, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Kaiser Permanente. Dalian Evan Johnson, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Corsica Hargrove, Information Technology Track, interned at Baltimore Afro-American Newspapers. Deontay Harris, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Timothy Harris, Information Technology Track, interned at Amazon. Jonathan Hawkins, Information Technology Track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Kelvin Hawkins Jr., Information Technology Track, interned at University of Maryland Medical System. Taekwon Henson, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at BD Diagnostic Systems. Jada Horn, Cybersecurity Track, interned at T. Rowe Price. Tyshia Jackson, Cybersecurity Track, interned at T. Rowe Price. Kevin Jennings, Cybersecurity Track, interned at Systems Alliance Incorporated. Paulette Kowski, Cybersecurity Track, interned at Brown Advisory Group. Thomas Quina Jr., Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Merrill Edge. Sharina Lawson, Cybersecurity Track, interned at Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond. Amanda Leonard, Business Fundamentals Track, interned at Bank of America Corporation. Terrell Lynch, Business Fundamentals track, interned at BD Diagnostic Systems. Brian Maple Jr., Information Technology track, interned at Siena. Mami Meng, Information Technology track, interned at Learn Behavioral. Robert Mitchell, Information Technology track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Joshua Nakan, Information Technology track, interned at University of Maryland Medical System. Saeed Naqvi, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Bank of America Corporation. Anj Numbisi, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Brown Advisory Group. Samuel Palm, Cybersecurity track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Deltiona Parker, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Bank of America Corporation. Jamira Powell, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Diera Red, Business Fundamentals track, interned at MECU. Mikkel Reefer, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Johns Hopkins University. Diamond Richardson, Business Fundamentals track, interned at MedStar Health. Kai Rooks, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Europe, Baltimore. Jordan Royal, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Troy Samuel, Cybersecurity track, interned at PayPal Incorporated. Aisha Sangarde, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Abdullah Sheikh, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Weller Development. Justin Smith, Cybersecurity track, interned at T. Rowe Price. Lewis Smith, Information Technology track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Monique Smith, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Greater Baltimore Urban League. Quantez Smith, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Bank of America Corporation. Simone Sobers, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Office of the State's Attorney for Baltimore City. Deja Stridiron, Information Technology track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Gregory Teague Jr., Business Fundamentals track, interned at Veolia. Lynera Thomas, Business Fundamentals track, interned at NewFit. Kashay Thompson, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Bank of America Corporation. Nathaniel Tillerham, Information Technology track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Tamara Walker, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Exelon Corporation. Ramia Waters, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Office of the State's Attorney for Baltimore City. Kira Whitehead, Information Technology track, interned at University of Maryland Medical System. Zachary Wilkins, Cybersecurity track, interned at Exelon Corporation. And Kayla Williams, Business Fundamentals track, interned at Edwards Performance Solutions.
takeaway from my year of journey would be to persevere through challenges. Even when things get tough, even when things get hard, I would continue to go even when I wanted to stop. And that is a lesson that I've learned personally and professionally. Do things even when you don't want to. Why? Because that is character development. That will help you find your niche or whatever it is that you need to keep going. So my advice for the next cohort and future cohorts would be to continue. Even when it's hard, even when it's tough, when you're crying and you want to give up, continue, because I promise, at the end, there's a rainbow.
Year Up has taught me many things on this journey. It has shown me some new environments. It has pushed me to do more and never settle for less. It's not so much the classes I took, but more so the changes I made. Year Up made it clear there are always going to be changes. And if I want to succeed, I'm going to have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You only get back what you put out. And it's not going to be easy, but through grit and willingness to learn anything, it's possible. And success and education is available only to the people who are willing to put in the work. So with that being said, I'm ready to work.
One piece of advice that I can give to cohort 19 and any other cohorts that come after mine is to simply make the Year Up journey your own. Take advantage of meeting new people within your cohort and just use the skills that you're going to obtain to not only bring value to your next job, but to bring value into the marketplace and discover a deeper you.
What I have took from Year Up the most, I want to say, is friendships. I have met so many great people. Miss Gloria, Miss Kristen, they are amazing women. All of the staff has really been dedicated to making sure that my journey has been amazing, nothing less. And my cohort, just being with my community, Destiny, I have learned so many things from the people that I've met during this year, and it's just been really amazing, and I love you guys.
Good afternoon. My name is Taekwon Henson, and I completed my internship at BD Diagnostic Systems. I am honored to introduce the July 2020 keynote speaker, Wes Moore. Wes Moore is the CEO of Robinhood, one of the largest anti-poverty forces in the nation. He is a best-selling author, a combat veteran, and a social entrepreneur. Wes's first book, The Other Wes Moore, captured the nation's attention on the fine line between success and failure in our communities and in ourselves. Wes grew up in Baltimore and the Bronx, where he was raised by a single mom. Despite childhood challenges, he graduated from Valley Forge Military College, Johns Hopkins University, and earned a MLit in International Relations from Oxford University as a Rhodes Scholar in 2004. Wes then served as a captain and paratrooper with the U.S. Army's 82nd Airborne, including a combat deployment to Afghanistan. Before becoming CEO at Robinhood, Wes was the founder and CEO at Bridge EDU, an innovative tech platform addressing the college completion and job placement crisis. Wes's proudest accomplishments are his 2 children with his wife, Dawn. Please join me in welcoming our July 2020 keynote speaker, Mr. Wes Moore.
Taekwon, thank you so much. I not only appreciate the introduction, but I truly appreciate your leadership and your example. And to all of you fellow graduates, all of you to cohort 18, congratulations. This is a really big deal. And I just want to let you know that I speak on behalf of an entire city, on behalf of an entire region, to say how incredibly proud we are of you and what you've gotten done and what you've accomplished. And the thing that we know is that you haven't accomplished it alone, that every single one of you have had people in your lives, whether it be friends and supporters or parents and grandparents or guardians and teachers and members of the Europe family who believe in you, who are there to help you and support you along this mission, something that was not an easy mission and was definitely not a simple one to be able to accomplish. And so to all of you, I say to you too, congratulations, because in a graduation like this, a graduation like all graduations, it's a moment for a measure of collective success and collective congratulations. But also, I think particularly this one, why this is so meaningful. Because this graduating class is not like any that we've had before. The fact that we're even going to have this conversation virtually, I think highlights that. When you think about the work that you all pulled off and what you had to do in order to get here, it's nothing short of special. You know, we have seen now within the past 5 months how the world has completely shifted under our feet. How we have watched these twin crises now meet us at our doorstep. The twin crises of the impact of COVID-19, the twin crises of the very unneeded reminder of how inequitable policing is in certain communities. There's twin crises that are both underlined and underscored by this pain and this deep hurt of race that our society still continues to tussle with, but is not yet wrestled to the ground. And we've seen how that is going to have long-term impacts on not just your lives now, but on your lives of the future. Not just your next steps down the road, but your next steps now. You all have focused and now are part of a larger grouping of a proven model, something that works on job-ready skills training and corporate internships, life-changing opportunities, things that we know are going to be incredibly important as you're entering into this world. But the reality is that the world is shaping and changing under our feet. The type of opportunities that might have been there before might not be there now. Opportunities that were not there before are now presenting themselves. This is the moment where you shine. And this is also the moment where I tell you, you're ready. It might seem scary. It might seem uncertain. You might have said, listen, the connections that we were making and the supports that we were getting, those are all things that we expected to be there when we finished up. And they feel like they might not be. I remember what it was like, frankly, when I graduated in May of 2001, having no idea that within the next 4 months, the world was going to change forever. And not only did we feel unprepared for it, we had no idea what that even meant yet. You are ready for this new world. You're ready for what this new world is going to show you. And the truth is that you're not just ready to participate, you're ready to lead. We need your voice, we need your leadership, we need your efforts now more than ever. We need you to know how important you are to not just us figuring this out, but us solving this. We need your activism and your activation. We need your voice. We need your example. We need your heart. We need your compassion. We need your hard work. We need all of you. You are part now of a much larger frame of success. People will take what you said seriously simply because you said it. And now in this moment, as much as ever before, we need you to say it. You have the skills to not just succeed and compete, but you have the skills to thrive in this new world that we are in. Now, the key thing is also to make sure that you're bringing others along with you. That the new world that you will live in is one that you are helping to shape. That the world as it spins, that your fingerprints will be on that world. That your fingerprints will be on that spinning. And we need it now. We need it in this region. We need it in this city. We need it in this state. And we need it beyond. So congratulations on accomplishing something that is a really big deal. Congratulations on making us all of us, so proud. And good luck in continuing to shape us and mold us to be better, to shape us and mold us to be more accountable, and to shape us and mold us into the society, into the city, into the region, and into the world that we all hope to be, and that honors each and every one of us. God bless y'all. Congrats again. I'll see you soon.
Good afternoon. My name is Saeed Naqvi, and I'm a part of the graduating class of cohort 18 and completed my internship at Bank of America Corporation. Today, I'll be presenting 2 of Year Up's community awards, the Cornerstone Award and the Empowerment Award. The Cornerstone Awards presented to an exemplary individual or organization whose investment and involvement have allowed Year Up Baltimore to grow and innovate. The Empowerment Award honors an individual and organization for their work in helping young adults cross the opportunity divide and gain access to the socioeconomic mainstream. The July 2020 Cornerstone Award recipient is Sabina Kelly, Greater Maryland Market President at Bank of America. Sabina deploys Bank of America resources in the market and the region to address social and economic concerns and build strong communities. Sabina and her team have executed 4 grants for Year Up. The July 2020 Empowerment Award recipient is Calvin Butler Jr., Senior Executive Vice President and CEO at Exelon Utilities. Calvin has worked tirelessly to create an access to career opportunities for a broader, more diverse group of Baltimore City residents with a focus and dedication to opportunity youth. Calvin is currently leading the Greater Baltimore Community Workforce Development Initiative to help companies in Baltimore region develop and utilize unique talent pipelines that are equitable and inclusive. Thank you for your outstanding contributions to the Baltimore community and helping to close the opportunity divide.
Good afternoon. I am Mayra Espinoza, a business fundamentals student and IT intern at Kaiser Permanente. I hope you all are well. Thank you for being part of today's graduation as we celebrate our graduates, class of July 2020. I'd like to share with you a phrase I hold very dearly. Despite everything, I think I'm destined for greatness. I just need a chance. Cohort 18. We all came to Europe with a desire for greatness. We redefined perceptions and expectations. We managed the workload. And most importantly, you chose to do it repeatedly. Day after day, triumph after triumph, and sometimes heaping obstacle after obstacle. There were overwhelming days in which I struggled to manage classwork and work, but I got through it. Europe helped me build the mental stamina to overcome daily challenges, and that stamina developed into grit. Cohort 18, I see grit and determination every time I look at your faces. As a first-generation college student and immigrant, I thought college was out of my reach. All it took was a chance Europe gave me to help me close my opportunity divide. Through Europe, not only did I gain technical skills to advance my career, earn college credits, and build my professional network, I also had the opportunity to build lasting memories, including welcoming and leading State Senator Ben Cardin through the Europe Baltimore site, attend a rally to support my DACA brothers and sisters, and volunteer to better our Baltimore community. Thank you, staff, corporate partners, and family members for your support. Although my family is 2,000 miles away in Mexico, I had wraparound support from my program manager, Emmanuel, my coach, Takreem, and Kristen. Without my Europe family, I wouldn't be standing here. I'm forever grateful to have such role models. My internship site, Kaiser, helped me confront my fears through this COVID pandemic by empowering me with training and constant support. Thank you, Joe, Josh, and Tommy. I am grateful for your trust and for allowing me to deliver a truck filled with IT equipment to one of your medical facilities. Thank you for empowering young women in IT. Cohort 18, Europe opened doors for us. Take advantage of the opportunities. If you can play Call of Duty for 8 hours, you can write code for 8 hours. If you're great at doing nails and hair, you can open your own business. The first steps are always the hardest. Learn every day, do everything with love, and always keep dreaming, because I will always be a dreamer and action deferred.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Denise Holland, and I'm a professor at Baltimore City Community College. I've had the pleasure of teaching many Europe students and getting to know them and the program over the past few years. Today, not only do I get to be a part of Cohort 18's graduation, I also get to present the Perseverance Award. The Perseverance Award is presented to a Europe student whose tenacity, grit, persistence, and determination has led them to seize opportunity in the face of challenges and adversity. The students receiving the July 2020 Perseverance Award could have given up at any point during their 12-month journey, but they trusted themselves and the Europe process and put in the hard work and dedication. The July 2020 Perseverance Award recipients are Michaela Barr, Impact Community; Myra Espinoza, Legacy Learning Community; and Jada Horn, Destiny Learning Community. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm John Carberry, the Internship Services Manager at Year Up Baltimore. My role is to support the students on their 6-month-long internship journey. Across the country, at each Year Up graduation, the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence and the Chris Mello Award for Leadership are presented. Alta Communications, the company Dave and Chris worked for, provided Year Up office space during its startup phase, saving Year Up substantial money and time. Alta has also been an invaluable supporter of Year Up since its inception by providing volunteers, administrative resources, and donations. In short, Alta kept Year Up under its wing as we learned to fly. Year Up was deeply saddened by the tragedy that struck Alta on September 11, 2001, when Dave and Chris were killed in the terrorist attacks. In their memory, Year Up has established 2 awards given to Year Up graduates who embody the legacy of these 2 extraordinary colleagues. It is all too often we hear the name of someone and it has little or no meaning to us. And while I did not have the opportunity to meet Dave in person, I am deeply honored to know his widow, Susan, and their children, Ben, Molly, and Dina. And I hope to give you some context to the impact he and his family have had on the world. From the tragedy, Susan found the strength and courage to not only live a full life, but to give back in a very meaningful way. First, she remarried one of my best childhood friends, Donald Gear, which is how I met her. Then she also established a nonprofit in Afghanistan called Beyond the 11th. Beyond the 11th helps provide economic opportunities to women who have lost their husbands in the war in Afghanistan. It's not unlike Year Up in many ways. Every 3 years, they host a fundraising bike ride, which I have participated in along with our founder, Gerald Shertavian. The ride begins at Ground Zero in New York City and ends in Boston. Here's a photo of Susan and her family at the fundraiser bike ride last year. With that, I am here today to present the Dave Reddick Award for Excellence to students in each learning community who have inspired others to excel, have held incredibly high standards for their own actions and behaviors. These 3 recipients have shined from the learning and development phase of Year Up and continue to excel at their respective internships. I am honored to award the July 2020 Dave Reddick Award for Excellence to Shantae A., Legacy Learning Community; Katrina Cooper, Destiny Learning Community; and Deltiana Parker, Impact Learning Community. Congratulations to each of you.
Good afternoon. My name is Gina Abate, and I am the President and CEO of Edwards Performance Solutions and the past chair of the Cybersecurity Association of Maryland, Inc., known as CAMI. Edwards is a corporate partner of Year Up Baltimore, a sponsor of today's graduation, and an avid supporter of closing the opportunity divide in Baltimore and across the country. It is my pleasure to present the July 2020 Chris Mello Award for Leadership. The Chris Mello Award recognizes a student in each learning community who has established themselves as an exceptional leader, one who has led with their actions, with their commitment, with their work ethic, and most of all, with integrity. The July 2020 Chris Mello Award for Leadership goes to Kevin Jennings, Destiny Learning Community, Saeed Naqvi, Legacy Learning Community, and Aisha Sangare, Impact Learning Community. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brianna Clemens, and I am the alumni speaker for this special occasion. I graduated from Europe, Baltimore in January 2017, cohort 11. My internship track was at Johns Hopkins University as an accountant assistant in the finance department. I was converted there and promoted into my current role as a budget analyst. In addition, I serve as the vice president of the alumni board. 2 years ago, I started a mentorship program called Beyond Europe, which helped young professionals train and adapt to the corporate culture. As a young Europe professional ambassador, this platform has given me the confidence within myself to thrive academically and to reach professional goals beyond my wildest dreams. With that being said, kudos, graduates, you made it. You are the first Europe Baltimore to graduate virtually. You started the learning development phase. This is what I call the triumphant phase, because you all went through trials and tribulations, monumental uncertainties, and surpassed expectations to become conquerors. The next phase you made it through is the internship phase. This is the defining moment to prove not only to yourself, but to your corporate partner that you have what it takes. You remembered your why and why you went through Europe. This is your manifestation period. Your manifestation in wealth, knowledge, wisdom, and equity. A few months ago, we all were faced with a tragedy. We all thought this was temporary, but it still exists today. It changed our lives forever. This pandemic could have broke you. It could have broke us. However, we still survive. The pluralsight in those Zoom meetings and more. We rose through adversity, discrimination, death, belittlement, and anxiety. Like a morning dew fresh on the lawn, or a crisp red sunrise dawning on a new beginning. We rise, you rise. Graduates, you all have the core values embedded inside of you. Europe's job was to provide you with the manuscript, and you all have decided to read it and apply it to your lives. This year has been your season of destiny, legacy, impact, and hope. Kudos, cohort 18. Continue to be prosperous, innovative, and inspiring. Your initiation to become alumni starts now. After the countdown, open your graduation boxes, and we will follow the alumni oath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Every day,
in every way,
I am getting better.
Every day,
in every way,
I am getting stronger.
Every day,
in every way,
I am getting wiser.
every day,
in every way,
I am going higher.
Alumni Oath. I pledge that as a member of the Year Up National Alumni Association,
I pledge that as a member of the Europe National Alumni Association,
I will continue to uphold and promote Europe's mission and core values.
I will continue to uphold and promote Europe's mission and core values.
I will strive for excellence and realize my potential.
I will strive for excellence and realize my potential.
I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Year Up's, its students, and its alumni.
I will use my time and talents to contribute to the success of Europe students and its alumni.
I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity to divide.
I will take action in the movement to close the opportunity to divide.
I take this oath freely as a promise to lift while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
I take this oath freely as a promise to live while I climb and to be a lifelong ambassador of Year Up.
Alumni, please pin yourselves, and congratulations again.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kevin Jennings, Destiny Learning Community, Cybersecurity Track, and Systems Administrator at Systems Alliance Incorporated. Today, I'm here to talk about change. Everyone by this point in 2020 is very familiar with the word. Change is uncomfortable, yet inevitable. I often reminisce on my first day at Year Up. August 2019, I remember walking into the building and feeling alone and uneasy. I didn't know if I would like the staff, my new colleagues, or the rigid requirements of the program, but I did know that I wanted change. I was wearing the only collared shirt that I owned at that point. My oversized slacks swayed as I walked into Destiny's classroom and was greeted by an open space. I remember asking myself, what's with this big circle of chairs? In these chairs sat strangers, people that I wouldn't have looked twice at had I seen them on the street. Little did I know, these people would grow to become friends and some even family to me. We shared so much with each other that first week, like our why, some of our traumatizing stories. We laughed together, learned together, and even cried together as Camille passed around a box of Kleenex. We developed a camaraderie. The things that made us uncomfortable in the beginning were now easy and exciting for us. I mean, me personally, I never wanted to wear a suit every day, but now I thoroughly enjoyed the confidence that came with dressing every day. I vividly remember during winter break, I wanted to be ready for the new year. So I put all of my dress clothes in the dry cleaners. I was heartbroken when I realized that Year Up would open before I would be able to get my clothes back. And all I had in my closet were the same oversized slacks from that very first day. I figured I wouldn't escape Gloria's eagle eye, but that was the worst that could happen, right? No, I was wrong. The staff selected me to give a tour that very day. As I walked Josh and Steve from Systems Alliance Incorporated around and explained the Year Up model, I realized that it wasn't just the clothes that made me confident. I had grown. The staff helped mold me into a leader that I didn't even see in myself before starting the program. Now, although I had this epiphany about it not being my clothes and it actually being me, I was happy to get my clothes back. And on internship announcement day, I was surprised yet ecstatic that Josh and Steve had seen past the 2 sizes too big slacks, and I would be interning at SAI. We were all finally seeing the fruit of our hard work during learning and development. Of course, this excitement was underscored with a little fear of change, fear of the unknown. But fast forward to internship, and the unknown wasn't so bad. We were all getting used to our coworkers and our new job duties. Finally, we're hitting our stride. Then boom, March brings COVID-19. Everything that we were used to had shifted abruptly. Face-to-face interactions were now Zoom interactions. Water cooler conversations were now instant message conversations. But we haven't complained. We've been preparing for times like this all year. We've had change thrown at us consistently, and we continue to adapt. Now it's July 17th, 2020. A year has passed, and today's graduation brings more change. We're one of the last graduating classes at Year Up Baltimore for the foreseeable future. We will all take something different from our time here at Year Up. But one thing that we should all take away is the idea that we can do anything. Drastic changes have been thrusted upon us, and we've responded with grace. Change will always be a part of our lives. No matter how uncomfortable change may seem as we move forward, remember that we've adjusted our lives to a level of change that most people will probably never see. No matter what role, what task, what pandemic is thrown at you, understand that you can excel under any circumstances. And the past 12 months are proof. Change is inevitable. And facing all of these changes, I think we've realized it's not about shedding who we are. It's about strengthening who we always were. So yes, as we graduate and turn the page to a new chapter of our lives, our circumstances may change. However, we are proof that circumstances don't define the man or woman. The man or woman defines the circumstances. Continue to grow. Continue to embrace change. Congratulations, Cohort 18. Congratulations on embracing change, weathering all that life has thrown at us, and congratulations on the many successes ahead of you. Cohort 19, I wish you an amazing internship journey, which begins on July 22nd. Remember your destiny, make an impact, and leave a lasting legacy. To the hundreds of family members, corporate partners, mentors, Year Up National and Baltimore teams, to our keynote speaker, Wes Moore, to the Baltimore City Community College, to the Year Up Baltimore Advisory and Alumni Boards, to the over 600 alumni and everyone present with us today, thank you for joining us in this celebration and milestone of the class of July 2020 and the 10-year anniversary of Year Up Baltimore. The community of support has been so vast, so deep, and so invaluable to so many young adults that just needed a year up. I wish the best for everyone with us today as you continue on your journey. Thank you.